What sort of models are in the 406 range?
Well, in the 406s, they run from the LX to the GLX and the Executive, which they do in all derivatives from petrol and diesels. The diesel's been a very popular model with the 406s.
And specification on this Executive is very high. It's got leather aircon.
Very, very high. It's obviously the best spec vehicle that you can get within the 406 range. It has leather, air conditioning, cruise control, CD player, airbags, alloy wheels. It has everything on it.
Any particular problems that buyers should be aware of on the 406 range in general?
There's very, very small problems with cars like this nowadays. The manufacturers have obviously, as technology goes on, all the minor problems are eliminated. The only thing you can find with a 406, which is a very small thing, which is a noisy heater mechanism on them. I know it sounds a small thing, but that's about it.
Servicing costs and insurance?
Servicing costs are in line with the other two vehicles. Insurance is down to the individual, obviously. All these vehicles are probably grouped within anything from a group 10 to a group 14, depending on the engine sizes. Servicing costs, anything in the region from a basic service from like £70 up to a major service of anything up to around about £230 to £250 really.
The Peugeot 406 was introduced at the start of 1996 and a successor, of course, to the much-loved 405. The 405 for me was always a bit of a dull car. It drove well, it handled well, but it just lacked something inside. My dad had one for a few years as a company car, and I always thought, ooh, it's just a little bit French, the 405. The 406, when it was introduced, received much acclaim, and rightly so. The interior is very smart. It's really almost an executive car, and perhaps gets away from the sort of fleet cars that we know and love, like the Mondeo and the Vectra, the other two cars that this is going up against. But it is a very capable car. It's perhaps lost a bit of its sharpness on the road for more luxury and a better ride, but it's still a good car. This is the 2-litre turbo Executive, and as we said before, at a price of just under £10,000, represents tremendous value for money. It handles okay. It's perhaps not as sharp as the 405 was, but get it up on the motorway where you want to do more of your cruising, and it's very, very comfortable.